Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing I think it's week 1 for December. December's week 1 check-in. First off, I do want to point out this is my new Christmas cover for my budget book. It's the Erin Condren, I don't remember what it's called, but it's got the Christmas trees. I didn't get the metallic one, I just got the colorful one. I love it. I think it's super cute. Let me find where I'm at. If you'll notice, I didn't really fill this in a ton. But I also did have some spending from my allowance during my freeze week, which is what this week is. So, I mean, it should be real simple, but it's not. But before I dive into this, I do want to let you guys know, I got the budget book. I tried to do it for the first part. I'm going to take my paper clip out. And this is what I carry with me. I leave my deluxe planner at home. I don't have anything with this going on with this page yet. And then this is where I started with December. I tried to just white out a bunch of stuff just because I don't... Let me find a blank one. I don't use these categories and I don't use those like subcategories. So I'm still trying to figure out how to make it work. This is, if you look closely at it, it's kind of messy because I didn't white out what was underneath. I just wrote over it, but it's working for me. And this is just kind of like, it's a brief run through of this page, but it's a little simple for me so that I can kind of keep track of what's paid and what's not. And then on my spending summary pages, I have a page for spending from my checking account and then spending on my credit cards. And this is how I'm doing this because I did have some things that were unbudgeted. I got a couple things from Etsy and some things from Planner Cait. But they were charged to my credit card. And so I'm not going to count them on the check-in because I am paying those at a different time. Like, with this one, it's on one of my Capital One cards. So instead of the $20 or $25 that's due, I'll send an extra payment like I did here. Like with my Discover card is due on the 19th. I paid it on the 9th and I sent extra. It was $20, I sent $30 and $10 of it. So here on the second spending summary, I've got my fixed bills or like my regular bills that I pay. And then I have a section down here for extra credit card payments or debt payments. And then here I have like a tracker of what I put into my sinking funds. And so we're going to kind of see, this one started on March because I struggled with the January and February sections. With the new year, I might order a new one just so I can start fresh because this is working for me. I just might invest in some whiteout instead of just writing over. But honestly, writing over it, that doesn't really bother me because I can still see what I need. But I just wanted to kind of give you a mini update on how that's going. And so I'm going to update this budget book from my petite budget book instead of doing it every day. So let me go through. And I think for the most part, I have everything because I have my Erin Condren, I have my sinking funds, my fuel, my nails, those all cleared my account, and that one did too. And my goal is to kind of just look at this when I do my check-ins or at the end of the month, just to kind of simplify. And I have 6 petite planners, and I carry 3 of them with me right now. And it's my budget book, just a petite journal, and then I have the daily one that I've fixed up for the rest of this year. So we're working on that, and I'm just trying to kind of like de-stress my life a little bit. But the only thing I need to add is I went out to dinner with a friend, and I am including that in my grocery fund instead of unbudgeted because I think that'll be a little bit easier. So I'm going to put a blue sticker for groceries. And that was on Saturday. Alright, so I'm just going to put dinner, and that was $17.16. Okay, so now I'm going to, and that one hasn't cleared my account yet, but now I'm going to include in here, so I've got, let me make sure you guys can see that, sorry, $24.34 spent, $17.16 for groceries or household. I actually didn't pull any cash allowance out, so I'm going to put that as 0. My other allowance was Erin Condren $43.95, and then I don't have any unbudgeted. And I did have a question when I did my last November check-in about why I put this Erin Condren order as unbudgeted, and I had said that it's because I didn't put it on my paycheck budget, and I'm trying something new, so I'm sorry if I confuse you guys, because I was going through and looking at it, and because I'm doing this little mini book and I'm not including unbudgeted stuff to my credit cards, and so I'm kind of like changing it up how it's going. So anything that I spend that I didn't budget for, I'm going to pull it from my allowance first before I put it under unbudgeted. Instead, I think when I explained it last time, it made more sense to me to put it as unbudgeted, but when I started thinking about it, I was wondering to myself, well, why not just spend my allowance before I dip into unbudgeted? So I'm going to try that for December and see how that goes. So for my allowance, I budgeted $140, and I gotta find my calculator. It was just on the table. I'm going to pause you guys real quick while I go look for that. Okay, I found that. That was super easy. Okay, so I had $140 for my allowance. And please keep in mind, I did this budget before I got my work suspension. So I do not plan on spending that entire $140 because that would be ridiculous. 43 minus $43.95 leaves me $96.05. My cash allowance, oh, I put $140, but let's see. I've got $20, $40, $60, $80. I messed that up because I don't really know how I did that. I'm just going to put 0 there. And then we'll just have this be my total allowance left. Groceries and house, I said $200, so, and I am not spending all of that either, so I'll be way under budget on some things. And then, oh, no, I didn't. Okay, I did that fine. Fuel was $80, so $24.34. Okay. So there's that. And I wanted to kind of go through some stuff because I got suspended, and that covered most of my last check and some of the check I'm getting this week. And so this paycheck will also be lower than I would like it to be. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of allowance stuff. I'm not going to be doing extra like household stuff. Like I'm going grocery shopping today for just the necessities. But so when I go back through to do my actual column and my over under budget, I should be over budget on a lot of stuff, but it won't reflect that in my pay. Like from my actual income to my actual expenses. And then I got my car refinanced, and so I'm waiting for them to receive the payment check, but I might not actually make a payment in December because of the timing of how it all happened, because that payment is due on the 18th, and then with my new loan company, it's just with Capital One, I don't have to make a payment till January. So I might have saved myself that money, but I might either be short it because of my short paychecks, or I might just make a principal only payment to my new lender, or I might just pay off a different debt entirely. One of these PRA bills I might just pay off with that instead of just fussing with them. But anyway, so that's this check-in. And today's the 10th, and then I get paid tomorrow. And then keep an eye out for towards the end of the month for my January budget, because I am going to be doing something entirely different with these pages. Like, the layout should be sort of similar, but I'm not going to be using Planner Cait stickers for them. So keep an eye out. I'm hoping that I'll love it, and I'm hoping you guys will love it. But anyway, so overall, I think I did pretty well this week, considering, even with the allowance during my spending freeze week. And that was strictly because I got my stepmom a planner, and I was going to get her a planner folio, but I accidentally ordered the folio for the new Focused collection, which does not fit a life planner in it at all. So I had to order a new one of those. And then also, if you watched my unboxing, I did order a wellness log for my mom for Christmas, but I started using this one to see if it would be something she would like, or to see how well it's going. So I started using this one, and so I ordered her a new one also. So those I'm hoping will be here before Christmas. They haven't shipped yet. But anyway, so that's it for this check-in. And if you guys have any questions or anything, just leave comments down below, or you can find me on Instagram. It's just at PlannerAnna15. And then, yeah, so that's it for this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.